that was a real good thing to start the stream on. Just clearing my throat. Hopefully that came in before that. Okay. That's really cool video game. It's really, really cool. Just start me off just immediately. Nobody saw nothing as the lighting freaks out. You know, just kind of want to point out. Oh, wait, those aren't the... Okay, never mind. Point moot. Did I get the one up here? Yes, yes it did. What's up?
You can go now, girls.
Oh, do we have to? So innocent. He's cute.
Now that you have learned how to approach the enemy, we need to find you a suitable weapon.
What would you have me
Hey there.
use?
Hello.
Ah, but you already
How goes
have
the assassinating?
Hey,
Just
my
starting.
father's blade and bracer.
Yeah.
How did you get them?
By using
They
the
added
same
Cube
skills
to
I just
Netflix,
taught
and I hadn't seen that in
It's not
forever,
exactly
so
working
heck, why not?
condition.
I assume you're familiar
That
with
movie's
Leonardo
alright.
da Vinci.
I forgot how weird and preachy it got somewhere in the
Where's
middle.
painter factor into this?
Isn't
He's
that,
far more than that. Bring him the pieces.
isn't that the weird Canadian one that there are, like, secretly, like, 5 Cube movies or
Before I
something?
go, one last
There's a
question,
lot,
if I may.
because I know there's like,
Of
there's
course.
Cube, there's
Why
Cube
have
2
you given your egg
Hypercube.
so early to me?
I think there's a Cube 0, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure they at least made it to Cube Cubed.
That's an amazing name for the third Cube movie.
I mean, how could you pass that up if you've got to make your...
I don't have an answer.
Actually, they may not have made that. I might be making that up.
Aw. How do you pass that up?
Let me check the Cube film. Yeah, no, they only had Cube, Cube 2 Hypercube, and then Cube 0.
Aw.
They never made Cube Cubed.
It's a missed opportunity.
Some Canadians are gonna have to do it.
Just get those Canadians to show up on Red Letter Media.
Apparently Lionsgate is thinking of remaking it and just calling it Cubed. There were plans for Lionsgate back in 2011 to make a sequel titled Cube 3D.
I'll accept that one. It's not as good as Cube Cubed, but I will accept Cube 3D.
But yeah, that movie's an okay old dumb sci-fi thing.
Isn't it like from mid 2000s?
First one was 97.
Oh wow, that is way older than I thought it was.
Yeah, second Hypercube was in '02, and Cube 0 was '04.
I watched Baby Driver again. That's the extent of my recent movies. That movie's still really good. Unlike the frame rate there for a sec. Oh, rude. This has gone poorly, make me mad.
I mean, assassinating people often does. Ow! Why would they just walk up and jab your hiding place with a sword like that?
Don't have an answer.
They couldn't politely ask you to, like, hey, like, we know you're in there, please come out and put on these... Well, they didn't have handcuffs back then. Shackles?
I mean, aren't shackles basically just handcuffs?
Yeah, but, like, old-timey. And heavier. Which I was gonna say actually kind of explains it, because, like, if I was climbing on rooftops to chase some guy, I wouldn't have shackles with me.
Ah, rocks.
Like, I would want to be as light as possible while climbing a roof to chase a dude.
Chase
Also,
a dude wearing his Renaissance hoodie.
Yeah, also I straight up just would not climb a roof to chase a dude.
As soon as someone went up a rooftop, you're just like, all right, he's away.
Like, honestly, there's a good chance if they hit a ladder, I'm at least gonna have second thoughts.
Clearly, he wants to get away more than I want to catch him.
Like, when you add a third dimension to the chase, the stakes have been raised. Like, then I could fall off something.
Yeah, that's bad. You don't want to do that.
Right, yeah? Like, if it's just a foot chase, then sure, I'll give it a go. I mean, depending on what I'm chasing you for. There was, like, straight up some lady who, like, I was watching the cameras at the Goodwill, and there was just, like, somebody had donated a bunch of, like, old beat-up toys, so we had thrown them away, but the dumpster was still open. And some lady, just, like, a car pulled up, and then a lady bolted out of the passenger side, grabbed something out of the dumpster, ran back and jumped in the car, and they just booked it.
I mean,
And, like, I was sitting there watching it on the camera the whole time, and it's like, I'm not going out there to chase somebody. Like, if they want whatever is in the trash can that badly,
more power
have at
to
it.
them.
Yeah, like, that trash can gets full too fast anyways.
They're doing you a favor.
Right, in a way.
How can I make it over to Leonardo da Vinci without getting half of the city's cards on top of me? Let's try that again.
Wait, you weren't even trying to kill somebody? You were just trying to visit?
No, I was just trying to hang out with Leonardo da Vinci.
I assumed that killing somebody was involved, and that's how all the guards got in on this, but
No.
they just wanted to stop you from hanging out.
Yeah. It's because I'm in... So this game, a little bit more than the first one. If you notice, my weird Assassin's logo in the top left is red.
I do see that. Is that your wanted meter?
That's my wanted meter. I'm very wanted right now.
Why?
Because if you remember from last time, like 3 weeks ago,
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yep.
What happened?
The Medici family killed my father and most of my brothers, I think, if not all of them.
I think it was all your brothers.
I think it was all my brothers.
There were two.
Yeah, there were two, and it was like my young... Or no, because there's 3 total, and...
Right. No, yeah.
And they killed my older brother and my baby brother. And then my mom's like
that kid.
Yeah, they hung that kid. My mom's like a mute, because she's so traumatized.
That happens. I played Final Fantasy IX.
Yep. Yep. Nope, we're good. We're good. Everything is fine. Hey, what's up, Leonardo da Vinci?
I do actually remember. So you're story wanted.
Yes, I'm story wanted right now.
Okay.
I'm not like...
You didn't like fuck up and just like drop kick some noble lady in the back of the head while you were parkouring across the roofs.
No.
Okay. That's the image I had in my head. Was like you're just parkouring and then you accidentally shove some lady off a balcony, and it's like, oh crap, that was unintended.
Something of mine. Of course.
No, I am story wanted.
Okay.
Let me clear a space. All right.
Leonardo da Vinci is just hanging out in here wearing his cape.
Yep.
His evening cape.
I don't know, Ezio. Despite its age,
I was about to say everything looked kind of orange, and then I remembered that I've got this new program on my computer that's supposed to like, oh, it helps with eye strain, and it like auto oranges the screen. It's kind of weird.
Wait.
Sometimes I forget it's there lately.
Yeah.
What are you doing? The contents of this.
I mean, to be fair, this game is actually like kind of orange.
Based on
Like-
these sketches,
I'm gonna disable the color filter just for a second to see what it actually looks like.
Sit. Leonardo, shh. Remarkable. If we transpose the letters and then select every third.
Oh, that's what full brightness looks like. I forgot.
What's finished?
It's not that orange.
I mean, it's a little orange. It's more orange than the first game, which was...
Which is actually kind of surprising. That first game was pretty orange and brown.
Really?
It was mostly
sorry,
just
but
like
this is how it
brown
must be
and,
done.
like,
The
green,
blade is
from
designed
what I
to
remember.
ensure the commitment of whoever wields it.
Could have. Well,
Bene.
it's been a bit.
Yeah,
Move quickly.
it's been a hot
All
second.
my memories are sepia toned, anyways.
I was
Ah, sick jokes.
Though the blade once required a sacrifice, it's been modified. You can keep your finger.
Remember when the Altair had to like cut off his finger to use the hidden blade? Thanks, Leonardo da
Yeah,
Vinci.
what a loser.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
basically.
Tell me, do you have other pages like this?
I'm sorry. Only the one.
Listen, if you ever do happen across another one of these, please, bring it to me.
You have my word. And thank you for fixing this.
So I like the idea that the old assassins, like, for whatever reason, could not figure out a way to have the blade without cutting off a finger.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't have spent an extra week before you started your crazy assassin order, just maybe working out the kinks.
No.
Had to get it
But-
done right then.
So here's
It's like,
the thing, though.
Did they originally have a version that took your whole hand, and they were like, okay, no, this is too extreme, let's work on it.
Here's the thing, though. I think in Assassin's Creed Origins, the dude has all of his fingers. I think.
Preposterous.
And that was ancient Egypt. So it's just a weird thing.
Well, I mean,
that-
they had alien technology helping them out.
It was just a weird thing that the Crusades
wacky
assassins
Arabians.
did.
Those wacky Arabians.
Yeah, basically. Oh, why are you beating up Leonardo da Vinci? It's very rude.
I mean, he's very punchable. Who
Please.
wears a cape indoors at night?
Because he's a cool guy. And now we get to do air assassinating.
Those are the softest kicks.
Well, apparently he spotted me somehow.
I mean, you're wearing solid white.
What? Are you telling me that
With a little bit of bright red.
that this hoodie isn't good for stealth?
I mean,
What seems to be the trouble?
A witness claims to it.
Oh, we
I'm
gotta
not,
watch that
I'm
again.
not saying
Oh,
it's
wait.
bad. I'm saying it's not
Consorting with
ideal.
an enemy of the
I
city.
remember when Leonardo da Vinci got shoved to the
Consorting?
ground.
Preposterous.
But like super nicely.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah.
It's a casual shove and then like the gentlest kicks.
Shane O'Mac kicks.
Perhaps this will help to clear your head.
He kicks like Shane punches.
Yeah.
Ready to talk? What about now?
I'm glad he's not dead.
Yeah.
Him and Kevin Owens, because man, that match they had. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw the end of it, and then I saw the aftermath of it, and I went, what?
The end was actually not the worrying part. Like, the part where he actually jumped off was fine compared to what happened before that.
Really?
Just like they were both up on the cage, doing their moves, like power bombing and stuff.
Ah.
On top, and the whole cage is like shaking violently, looking like it's about to fall apart. And like, they're hitting each other and then rolling back to their feet and coming within like a foot of falling off the side of that fucking thing, just while standing.
Seems to be the trouble.
Not into that.
And like bouncing around to fight each other right on the edge of that fucking cage.
Consorting? Preposterous.
Like, all it would have taken is a loose shoelace and somebody would have been fucking dead.
I think maybe I'm not supposed to do the air assassinating. I'm just supposed to.
Yeah,
walk
I
up
think
to
maybe
them.
they want you to just stab this guy.
That's
This
sad.
will help to clear
Hey,
your head.
I know, if you can air assassinate, you should always do it.
Yes.
What about now?
Hey, remember
It's just cooler.
remember when they? Just
Oh, just this again, yeah.
it
Can't
just
skip
make
these, huh?
no. It just makes me think
Uh-huh.
of that comic from the first Life is Strange, with the ricochet shot.
Oh, yeah.
Max,
Yeah,
rewind time. Max, do it. How many times have I done this?
What of the body?
200.
Bring it inside and put it with the others. Others? The city gives them to me for research.
Well, that was... You know what would have been way cooler? If you dramatically air assassinated that guy.
I agree. But that's okay, we're just gonna carry this very sleepy guard into Leonardo da Vinci's workshop. Don't worry, ma'am. He's just very tired. Very drunk.
I mean, there's like a thing of like cherry blossoms right there. You could dump them in. What are those?
Pink hay.
See? Like it never happened.
Thank you,
Those people on the street saw you.
No, that's fine. They're like, he's just very tired.
Should they continue designing?
He had a long night. He's all tuckered out.
Yep. He
Like,
had to.
if you were not carrying him like he was a baby, it would be less awkward. Like, you could at least make it look like you're carrying, like, Weekend at Bernie's this shit, sling an arm over your shoulder and drag him like he just had a lot to drink. But you just, like, scooped him up.
Yeah.
Like, he's just tired. You don't want to wake him, so you're just cradling him gently. As also, that guy looked heavy, and I don't, well, Ezio's strong, I guess, because he parkours.
Yeah. He does the parkour.
Your parkour gives you the strength to carry a guy, like, 20 pounds heavier than you. Like he was a small child.
That's how this works.
Yeah. And I guess a similar vein to the Assassin's Creed. I've been playing a lot of that Shadow of War thing lately.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say the loot boxes are not, like, they're kind of egregious. They're thrown in your face a lot as like, hey, maybe you should loot box it up. And that's kind of annoying, but, like, mostly it's just, I don't know why you would buy those. It's a bad idea. Like, you get all the stuff, those, like, I guess it would cut out the grinding, but, like, they give you a free one. I mentioned this earlier in the IRC, but, like, they give you a free chest full of orcs. A box of orcs. Kind of like a barrel of monkeys, but more fun.
Oh no, I forgot.
Oh no.
I forgot that this game has the Resident Evil 4 Action Command fun times, where just I put the controller down during the cutscene, and then it's just like, no, you can't do that.
You can never rest.
I embarrassed myself in front of this prostitute.
Oh, that is not the first time that's happened.
No. I don't.
What
She's
would the
watching
square
a-
button have done there?
Like, shoot it out, like like impress her, like, hey, check out
Yeah.
my sick performance.
That's not... Okay, sure. Whatever.
Also, I just want to point out that she's like, I would treat your mother and my sister like my own, and for a lady that runs a brothel, I don't know how that's really helpful.
I mean, they gotta earn their keep.
Yeah, but...
And your mom already can't speak. She's halfway to being a model employee.
Oh, that's dark. Oh, that's really dark.
But yeah, so they give you a box full of orcs. And there's like 3 guys in there. One's guaranteed to be like okay. Like one's guaranteed to be pretty good.
Yeah.
But the guy that's guaranteed to be pretty good was actually the weakest one that I got. The other 2 I got were like legendary. They were like, you know, they're immune to a bunch of stuff. They're super strong.
Yeah.
So I got them, and I got to the point in the game after like fucking 8 to 10 hours of playing where I could actually build an army, because man, do they bury the lead on that shit.
Lame.
So I got to the point where I could actually have my army, and I was like, hey, those guys I got from the marketplace, I'll bring them in here to fill out some of these empty spots. Why not? Because, you know, hey, free chest, free orcs. Bring them in. One of them is like a hunter, and his whole thing is hunting animals, and he's got like a crew of hunters with him. And a quest pops up that's like, yo, he's gonna go hunt, like a wild caragor or whatever. The big dog thing. It's like, he's gonna go hunt this wild animal. And I'm like, well, I mean, he's legendary, and he's a hunter, and he's a high level, so he's got this. So I go do another mission, and it just pops up a thing, it's like, yeah, he's fucking dead. The wild animal ate him. And it's like, man, if that was a dude that I had actually spent money on, I would be fucking pissed.
Yeah. Not
Like, spending money on those guys is terrible because they're worthless. Like, they drop like flies.
that's
Like,
no
the whole
good.
weird thing they have built up of like, oh, build your army and get to, you know, like, you keep these guys around and they like hang out with you for the whole game and they're super cool. Like, no, those guys die super easy. Like, even the legendary ones, it's like you bring them into a fight and some guy's just gonna be like, whoops, stabbed him in the back while he wasn't looking, he's dead. Or like, there's a dude that I brought on one of my missions, and it's like, he was the highest level dude I had, and we go up to the gates, and he just, like, before I even finished climbing the wall to start the attack, like, that dude bleeds out. And it's like, you didn't even have time to bleed out. The timer takes longer than that.
Ouch.
Yeah, so it's just, it's a weird thing of, I don't know why you would spend that money. Because once you've actually played the game and gotten into that stuff for any amount of time, you realize that spending money on those guys is fucking trash. And, like, don't spend it on gear, either, because they throw that shit at you left and right. Like, yeah, I honestly have no idea why you would buy into the microtransaction stuff.
Ladies. I don't know, the
But
thing
yeah,
that,
aside from that, that game is okay.
the weird thing that I heard was that, like, really the only reason for the microtransactions is that there's, like, a true ending that you have to have, like, an insanely high-leveled army to get.
See, yeah, that is apparently the case. Is like if you want there's an ending, there's a final boss, but then if you want to complete the last act and get the true ending, you have to basically defend all of the fortresses separately from increasingly difficult waves of attackers. And if you lose the fortress, you have to retake it and then defend it again from the waves of attackers. So it's like it's a bunch of defense missions, and if you fuck up at any point, wow, you stabbed the shit out of that guy.
I did. Also, hey, remember this part? It's your favorite part of the Assassin's Creed.
Oh god, they still do this.
Of course they
It's
still
so-
do this.
It's so weird. Like, why? Why is this okay, you know what? That one was really short, though.
Yeah. Because
Like, that's...
he was angry.
I'm more okay with that.
Trust me, they will be longer.
Okay, I just want to point out,
Yeah.
that was the least stealthy thing you could have done.
It was really not. It was really...
Literally red-handed.
Yep.
Blood all over your hand, standing in the middle of a crowd of witnesses, screaming, "It's me, I did it, Ezio Auditore."
Well, you know, Ezio's not the brightest bulb in the box.
Like, if you were gonna do that, why not do it cool and do like a Phantom Thief thing and send like leave a calling card?
Because Ezio is very angry.
I guess. But if you're very angry, why stop to have little memory heart-to-heart after you stab him?
Well, it was super short.
Yeah, but you still did it. Like, if the guy went into the memory heart-to-heart thing, and then Ezio starts stabbing the memory. Like, in the little heart-to-heart thing where the guy's trying to explain his thing, Ezio just starts stabbing him there, too. And then it cuts back to the crowd of people, and Ezio is still stabbing the body. Then I will buy into it, but... he just didn't sell me on the hate. Granted, he did stab the shit out of that guy.
He really stabbed the shit out of that guy.
So you know what? I'm not an assassin. I'm not going to critique his work too hard. And he's just starting out, right? That was his first assassination.
That was literally the first murder he has done in this
Like
video game.
everybody when they commit their first murder, assassination, heist, whatever, there's the urge to just like stand in front of a crowd of people and go like, "Man, I'm radical. Look at this radical thing I did."
Yeah, Ryuji.
Yeah. He just wants people to know. The thing is, usually that wears off after time and experience, and I mean, if you did it, usually some jail time.
Yeah. Also,
But-
I don't know why I'm having Persona 5 flashbacks to Makoto talking to the protagonist and being like, "So yeah, what's up with all this Phantom Thieves stuff?" And you're just like, "I don't know." And then Ryuji calls you on the phone and
Like-
yells it.
Like, that's the thing. If it's that loud over the phone, what does it sound like to the people around him? He's, like, screaming into the phone about how awesome being a Phantom Thief is. And how you need to meet up for cool Phantom Thief shenanigans. And do not get me wrong, Ryuji. The Phantom Thief shenanigans are super cool.
But maybe
But-
don't yell about it.
Well, it's the thing of, like, it's radical. It's awesome. It's like being a Phantom Thief is the coolest shit, but the ability to continue doing that cool shit relies somewhat on not being in jail,
Yep.
and for that, you kind of need to
Shut
keep
up.
it low profile.
Also, hey, remember when you couldn't move and do the eagle vision in the first game? That was great. And now you can.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Weird. Also, wow, I just now realized that Shadow of Mordor's thing is totally just eagle vision.
I mean, It's
I mean,
Eagle
which is
Vision
also Detective Vision,
yeah,
which is
also
a billion other things. But
Thief Vision. Oh, hey, I got a feather. We're not collecting all of the feathers. You can't make me.
there are so many goddamn collectibles in Shadow of War.
Yeah, it's almost like it's an Assassin's Creed like.
Well, the funny thing is, the normal collectibles that you just go and hit and you get like an audio log, those I don't mind. It's like there's a bunch of other ones that are like bonus missions, and it's like, go here and do this mission at this collectible spot. And then once you've completed all these missions, and it's not just like a mission, it's like complete this mission and complete these like 3 bonus objectives for extra rewards and stuff like that. It's like, It's just annoying. I don't like those missions very much because they're like all challenge stuff, and I don't want to be good at the game. Like, I'm okay. I want to be okay at the game. I don't want to have to complete this super difficult thing under a time limit while also doing skill shots and shit like that. Also, there is one sad thing. I kind of wish that the best friends would like play some of that, or like a video or something, or like there's a specific like puzzle collectible that I want to see Pat do because I just want to see him attempt it. It's like, so I'm trying to think.
Queen
it's like
Elizabeth I had a piece of Eden. Yeah.
Oh, that went, okay, I'm really glad that went to peace. But yeah, it's like this weird thing where it's like, yo, go collect these memories. And it's like a broken mirror or something, but all the pieces of the mirror have, like, a picture. And you have to rotate the camera around this, like, 3D field of broken mirror to line it up to make a full picture.
Weird. Emperor
And I just wanna see-
Napoleon I of France also had a piece of Eden.
Good to know. No, he just had it in his pocket. That's
Yeah,
why his hand
just-
was there. He was
Yep.
holding it.
He was holding it
Why was he holding it for the portrait?
because he had to let all the people know how powerful he was.
By hiding it in his pocket?
Yeah.
But it's, how do you let them know if it's in your pocket?
Don't worry about
You
it.
gotta whip it out.
Do not whip out anything in front of Napoleon. Guess who else had a piece of Eden?
Was it
It's
Thomas Jefferson?
George Washington.
Aw, shit. Well, wait, is hand in the, like, pocket the universal sign for I've secretly got a magic alien artifact?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Hey, check out these naked people running around.
Oh. But yeah, mostly I just want to see Pat try that collectible unlock thing, because I want to see him be really bad at it. Because I know how much he loves those, like, any picture-related puzzle. Also, holy shit, I just realized these tiny little memory snippets you're looking at,
Yep.
these are exactly what you get for completing the dumb memory collectibles I was just talking about. Like, where it's like a split second of a cutscene, and then if you complete all of them, you get the full cutscene.
Nice.
It's that exact thing.
Great.
I didn't even make that connection until you did that. Okay. Hey, that tied in somehow. I'm glad I
Yeah.
wasn't just rambling.
Yeah, I mean, new release stuff is it's topical generally. This is a video game stream. We talk about video games.
Yeah.
The Evil Within 2. More evil,
I wish
more
I was
within.
still excited for that game. But honestly, I was kind of just interested in the story, and now that I've looked up the story, I don't really have the urge to play it.
I just want to get to the agony crossbow.
Makes sense.
Also, like, man, that game is the most American Japanese thing. Like, or like the most Japanese, like,
I know what you mean.
yeah.
Of just like Japan's version of an American action movie / horror movie.
Yes. Complete with, like, half Japanese dude who is, like, vaguely nerdy-ish and has the glasses and a character tick with, like, gloves and pushing up his glasses. And,
Yeah, he's basically Ignis.
And then mysterious pretty lady. Also, this grass is freaking out. Mysterious pretty lady who has more to do with the story than she's letting on, and then just the most grizzled but still very Japanese old guy, old American guy, but super Japanese in his mannerisms.
Oddly enough, I feel like the second game kind of got away from that a bit. Like, I liked his writing more in the first game. That's kind of like, I liked the writing more in the first game, but I like the story of the second game more.
Yeah, makes sense.
And it's another one of those series where I kind of wish they'd just, like, drop the main character and plot and make it like a weird anthology thing.
There should be more anthology video games.
I like anthologies a lot.
They're like the only one I can kind of think of would be like Silent. Whoop, cell phone.
Yep.
Like Silent Hill, kind of ish.
Yeah, like that was one thing I really liked about Silent Hill was the idea of like 1 and 3 are the same story, but 2 and 4 are their own separate things that are connected because of the town and the supernatural stuff going on. Wait, did you just? Never mind.
Where will you go?
You were walking on the air for a second.
My Uncle
That's
Mario
fine.
owns a villa near
Yeah, it happens. You're
My
an assassin. You've
Uncle
trained for
Mario.
this.
You're a wanted man, Ezio.
What would you have me do then?
I've seen
But
posters all
yeah,
across
like the idea that 2 and 4 are a separate thing and they're connected because of the weird magic shit in the town and all that. But aside from that, are their own characters' own stories.
Bribe them.
Like Twilight Zone-esque.
Yeah.
Or you could
Except even
hunt
more
those
connected than
who
that,
hold
because
false
there is a
witness
central
against
conceit
you.
of,
They
yo, this
traded
town is
dignity
fucked.
for coin.
Murder those people who bared false
Do
wit. Who
any of these things, and you should be
no one would miss them. Jesus.
Uh-huh. But tell me how you really feel about them.
I've added a program for tracking notoriety. This little meter will help you know how far you are between notorious and incognito.
I hate posters. Yeah.
This will help you know if you should watch your actions. It'll also tell you if the notoriety level is part of Ezio's memory or not.
Hold on. We're just gonna. Hey, buddy. My friend.
I'll be back
Excuse me.
in just a second.
I stabbed that man.
Bentornato, Ezio. Were you successful?
Yes. Madre?
Ezio, where have you been? They wouldn't let us leave. And Mother, oh, she hasn't spoken a single word since we left the house. Father will need to sort things out. Where is Father? And Federico? And Petruccio? Hmm?
Something's happened.
What do you mean? No, it's impossible.
Claudia,
No.
I did everything I could, Piccina.
Sad little sister.
Listen, right now what matters is getting us all someplace safe. But to do that, I need you to stay focused. Do you understand? Good. Will you watch over Mother for me? Then we are ready. Thank you again for everything.
Stay safe, Ezio. Stay vigilant. I suspect the road ahead is yet long.
We're actually gonna hold on for a second for making Mad to show back up because I don't remember when the line happens, but he needs to see the line. do.
And I'm back.
Hey,
How goes the assassinating?
there's a line coming up that I don't know if you know about, so I was holding off for a second to.
Oh, okay. I noticed you were sitting here at this screen for a bit.
Yep.
Alright.
I don't remember when it happens. It might be after this mission. It might be in a little bit.
Oh, okay. I will just have to pay dedicated attention to the mission the entire time.
I mean,
Totally pay attention to what's actually happening in the game.
I was just gonna like tell you when it happens.
I mean, that works
and
too.
Then stream delay, and so you would know.
You know, that's a good idea. I was trying to think of what else is taking up my days off here. Oh, obviously, Critical Role finale. That was nice. I mean, I'm assuming that the show will still be called Critical Role when they come back for the next campaign, but...
Probably.
yeah, the end of this campaign.
Be gone! Oh man, the throwing money thing is so much fun in this game. You can do so much dumb stuff with it.
More games should let you toss cash.
See, the fun part is what you do is you start throwing money until like a guard shows up. And then you use one of the poison darts that you get later in the game on the guard, and then you keep throwing money at him. And the poison dart makes the guard go crazy and just swing his sword wildly. And then all the people go flying.
So you're saying the fun part is to put all the innocent civilians in harm's way?
Yes, and I mean
Okay,
most of
fair
them
enough.
die. But
As
you
you'd
did.
expect.
You didn't do it, so it's fine.
Makes sense. Pretty sure this would hold up in court.
Yeah, of course. It's not directly my fault. It's indirectly my fault, but you can't accuse someone for indirect fault.
I mean, last time I checked, I'm pretty sure that indirect manslaughter is not a crime.
It's not.
I mean, they have a different word for it, but it turns out that yes, that is totally a thing, as
Oh.
you'd expect. It falls under involuntary manslaughter.
I, for one, am shocked that, you know, my jokes aren't legally viable.
Well, you know. We'll just have to keep workshopping it. Eventually, we'll come up with a legal way for Grav to get rid of Serve.
Self-defense.
How could this have happened to us?
I'm not sure if defending the integrity of his stream counts.
We just convinced Grav to start monetizing stuff, and then he's defending his, you know, monetary...
His revenue source?
Yeah.
He's defending his way of life, which really is the same thing.
Yes. Of course. This
Pretty here first, folks. If you're defending your way of life, murder is justified.
To our
Yep.
house.
Pretty sure that'll hold up.
Were they given a proper burial?
Probably not.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sure they were.
Mm-hmm. These ladies can book it.
Yep.
Is one of those your mute mother?
Yes.
Is she still mute?
Yes.
Okay, just check.
I don't think she becomes unmute.
Ow.
I don't remember.
I'm very lazy of her. Like, seriously, get over it, lady.
She might say a thing if you, like, collect all the feathers.
probably. God,
That seems like the type of thing
what a drama queen.
that this thing would do.
Like, yeah, her family got murdered, but, like, Ezio, your family got murdered. You know what you did about it? You went out and stabbed a dude in the middle of the street and then screamed your family name at a bunch of witnesses.
Yeah.
That's how you handle trauma. Come to think of it, the part where you went and murdered a guy and screamed your family name at a bunch of witnesses, should that have maybe come after you escorted your family out of the city?
It's fine.
I mean, it is now that they escaped, but, like, I feel like that...
I mean, they didn't know where my family was.
Yeah,
No-
but they
nobody
definitely would have
checks.
started looking harder after the brutal murder.
Nobody checks the
Grazie a Dio.
the brothel.
I have it on good authority that guards are constantly checking the brothels.
All right, this way.
Whatever, Italy is super Catholic. They wouldn't do that. They're trying to find... Oh no, we're just gonna walk that joke back. We're just gonna walk that one right back.
I'm gonna try to escape from that one, huh?
Buongiorno, eh?
Oh hey, what's up? It's that guy.
How could you leave a
I will let
Firenze
you get away
without
with that,
saying a
for now.
proper goodbye?
Ezio!
There will be
What do you
plenty
want,
more jokes
Vieri?
about the Catholics as this goes on, I'm sure.
Oh,
That will not be the last opportunity.
it will not be the last opportunity to make probably...
Doesn't this game
not-
end with you fist fighting the Pope?
I think that's Brotherhood.
Oh, and yes,
Okay.
your life.
But yes, one of these games ends with you fist fighting the Pope.
Everywhere, father and brothers. What will happen now that there's no one left to help you?
Wait, is that Leonardo da Vinci?
No, that's
He looks like color shifted.
he was
Is that Mirror Universe Leonardo da Vinci?
No, I'm trying to remember his
Finish him.
name. It's
And do not
something
spare the
hilariously like
What
just
sorcery
dumb.
is this?
Wait, is that the dude from before that you beat up for your sister
Yes.
or whatever?
Show yourself.
Yes.
Isn't
that
his
was-
name Duccio?
Yes, that's what it is.
Here, use
All
this.
right, here we go.
them.
We're coming up
Kill
on the
them
line, I
all.
think.
All right.
Not quite yet, but I'll say it. I will make noise when it happens.
Dude, they were arrows. It's not witchcraft.
Well, it's totally witchcraft.
It's really not.
Definitely witchcraft. Man, like enemies have health bars. So nice.
Ow, stab that man.
I did. I'm not apologetic about it.
God, Ezio still swings that sword like...
He swings that sword like Shane O'Mac punches.
Kinda.
Wait,
Also, I got distracted from my train of thought because as I was saying that, you just like swung your sword through who I'm
Here we
assuming
go, here
was
we go,
either
here we
your
go.
mother or your sister.
there we go. There's the line.
Uncle Mario.
Was it because of the Mario thing?
It might be.
Okay.
Heard what happened.
You might recognize the line.
Let's get you all away from here.
The only reason that character is named Mario is so they could make that joke.
I mean,
only reason.
Yeah. Why pass it up?
So, tell me everything.
They executed father for treason. Federico and Petruccio too. They came for
I mean, my general policy is if you can make the really dumb joke, you might as well.
Answers, Uncle. Only a list of names taken from a man who wished me dead. I still can't believe
It's a
they
good
are
policy
gone.
to have.
Don't worry. We will make sense of peace.
I wish I shared your optimism.
Come on, keep pace.
Also,
We're
a policy
almost
that got put into practice a
we'll find
lot
much
in last
to like
night's
about
Critical Role
Stretch
episode.
Oh
But
no.
Monteriggioni was an enemy of Firenze.
For now.
There was less melodrama and more, like, matte face palming as things went out of control than I expected.
These are honest,
It was melodramatic, but in the appropriate spots and in generally acceptable amounts.
But they're well made.
Were Mary Elizabeth McGlynn and Will Friedle there, or were they?
Yes,
pretty
they
okay.
showed up.
That's good.
And as with every time Mary Elizabeth McGlynn shows up, they immediately made a bunch of jokes that made Matt feel super uncomfortable at the table.
Built by my great-grandfather, a strange man.
It was really good.
As you do with Mary Elizabeth McGlynn around.
Yep.
You might discover a few of them yourself.
I don't think she's ever been on an episode where they did not make some kind of inappropriate sexual innuendo or joke. And granted, there's not many episodes where they avoid that in general, but I feel like it's ramped up when she's around.
Yes, that's life, huh? Here we are. Casa Dolce Casa.
There's a thing up there, but I have to follow Mario because stuff.
Most impressive of
You just walk and talk.
She's seen
Yeah.
better days, I suppose. Believe me.
So, guess what? It's time for everyone's favorite part of the Assassin's Creed. It's the city building. Yay!
Yeah.
My men in the market are expecting.
And then it goes away for a bit, and then it comes back a little bit-ish, and then it goes away again.
Which one does it come back in?
what?
I think you have like a little thing you can do in Black
Came here
Flag.
to escape
Okay,
Firenze.
that makes sense.
You
Then to take my
can make a
family
little
further
pirate
still.
island or
But what
something.
about your father? He want you to
Or no, because Black Flag, the thing you do is you have a fleet. You have a pirate fleet that you can send out on missions and stuff, and it's great.
I have no idea what
Unity
you're talking
Matemi convince
is Unity. We're just gonna
where to even begin.
cut that one off right there.
Here in the market.
And I don't like Syndicate has
But that's
rackets, which is really
We'll
neat.
talk more
Like
later. Some spending money should you need it. And if you
You're
find
just setting up
yourself
various
in the
crimes
West,
throughout the city?
I've prepared
Yes.
room for you
Okay.
on the top floor of the
you
villa.
can do a train heist.
Your leg is freaking out.
My leg is freaking out. I could visit the blacksmith, but first I'm gonna go do this puzzle. Because everybody likes art puzzles.
Who doesn't?
Pat.
Probably. Also, man, this is a thing that has been said a lot, and it's been known since, like, the first one of those Shadow of Mordor games. But, man, that story is bad.
I mean, isn't it just like weird fan fiction or something?
Yeah, but, like, the most overt, like, fan fiction. Like, do you know how the first one of those games ends?
Isn't it like, yo, we forged a new ring?
Yes. Like, the last shot of the first game is your main character staring at, like, Mount Doom and going, like, it's time for a new ring. And then the second game opens and you have made the new ring, and it literally gets stolen from you in the first 5 minutes.
That's great.
Yep.
I don't remember what this is.
Check. Does he have a hand in a pocket?
He's got like a wheelchair.
Check the chair.
I'm trying, but there's like a dude in the way in most of it.
Check
Oh
the
wait,
dude.
there it is. I found it. It's the weird basketball.
Of course it's the sphere.
Oh boy. Hey, guess what? Guess who had an apple of Eden? It was Houdini.
Was it FDR?
Yeah, oh yeah, and also it was Houdini. So we can find the weird sphere in the Houdini. Is it in his armpit? Is it there? I think it's right there, but it's not letting me pick that. Oh, there it is. These are poorly edited into these pictures. Oh, guess who had a piece of Eden? It was Mahatma Gandhi. go there.
I may be expensive, but my goods are.
Alright, I'm back. I had 2 questions.
All right. I have
Okay,
2 answers.
1. Is this the reason behind that big dumb list of who is a Templar? Is that they just had to find a bunch of historical photographs that they could shove a photoshopped ball into and then say, yo, it was a piece of Eden?
Of course.
Okay, that explains that. Question 2 was, I'm sure there's a really good explanation for this,
Oh, yeah, of course.
but these are like... Ezio is not solving these photos.
No.
Because these people don't exist.
Right.
So why is Ezio climbing up the side of a building to find a red block on his wall that triggers photographs of FDR?
Because Ezio did so. This is still the Animus. This is not like his exact memories. This is
Yeah,
Desmond reliving
that I understand.
them. So
still in the digital
subject 17 or 16 subject number. I can't remember what the number is.
Patient Zero,
Yeah.
Jack from Mass Effect.
Hacked the Abstergo Animus and
And if
hid
Jack was in here, this game would be way better.
hid a bunch of stuff in it.
Okay.
And then when Lucy, Kristen Bell, took the data from Abstergo and put it into what's her face's Animus 2.0, it like super manifested, which is why it wasn't in the Abstergo one, but because hers the new ladies was so better, they're there now.
It's like the data was hidden, but the new Animus was like, yo, there's all this data hidden in here. What if I just accidentally just chucked a handful of it at Renaissance era Italy or whatever the fuck?
Well, no, because it was specifically hidden by subject 16 or 17 or.
Oh, like he specifically hid it in these memories?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, how did he get into these memories?
Because he was doing the Animus stuff for a different person at around the same time, I think. Like he was reliving his ancestors' memories.
Huh?
And then he went a little crazy.
Was his ancestor alive at the same time as Ezio?
Dude, I don't know. we are hitting the point where I'm just kind of talking out my butt here.
Okay. Well, because I was just trying to think of how he got it into Ezio's memory. Because isn't the memory world recreated from your DNA?
Yes, but it's still
So-
being transmitted by the computer. So
it's in the computer network.
yes.
So there's a thing in the computer that's like, hey, if someone goes to Renaissance era Italy, put this data in this on the side of this building.
On the side of this historically important building, yes.
Yes. Oh, and I'm gonna hide it on landmarks because that way people will know where to look for the secret data.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I think a lot of this gets dealt with in a bit more detail in Revelations, because that's the one where you meet said subject.
Mm-hmm. I played 10 minutes of that game.
I have played 2 hours of that game, so we're both super experts on it, is what I'm getting at.
Can't wait to find out that we are being absolutely 100% correct in all of our assumptions about this.
That's a thing that will happen once we get there.
Yeah, and we will get there.
And we will get there because, unlike Rob's Final Fantasy stream, I moved on to the second game.
Yeah, this will continue.
Yep, calling him out just a little bit.
The Assassin's Creed will continue until morale improves.
Pretty much.
At some point, I'll get back to streaming and stop being mad at technical difficulties.
The Assassin's Creed will continue until we get to Unity, and then the morale will decrease intensively, and then the Assassin's Creed stream will pick up, so I don't have to play Unity for as long.
Is Unity going to be the speed run?
Yep. You're
just going to book it through the story missions? I mean, none of these games are particularly, like, difficult, right?
No, like,
I mean, some of them can be, like, hard, but, like, it's not, like, super, super rough.
ironically, this one actually gave me a lot of problems the first time I played it, and I'll talk about it more when I get there, but it was...
Yeah, flip that cape.
And quickly too, then fast.
There was one of the DLC missions that I, for whatever reason, just could not do. And it took me, like,
You barely
8
held your own
months.
against the enemy.
Wow.
You won't survive a week on the road. If you want to leave, so be
As I
it.
pop my
But at least
fingers
do so
awkwardly.
armed with the skills
That's
and
fine.
knowledge necessary to defend yourself.
Does any other assassin have anything as cool as the shoulder cape?
Mother and sister.
Jacob's got a top hat.
That is alright.
Edward has 6 guns on the front of his, like, chest piece.
Be sure.
Guns are cool, that's true.
Will not carry a back.
That's about it.
Survive long enough to strike.
That just reminded me of a really good bit in the Critical Role thing last night,
My father was more
where
like a
Scanlan pulled a
banker.
gun.
Great.
That thing was really good. Like, honestly, you could probably skip, like, most of the last story arcs, like the last couple episodes.
Except for the bit where the one guy shows up and then's like, I'm out!
Well, he's in, like, the last 2.
Templars. It reeks of fantasy.
There's, like, the episode before the big fight, and then the epilogue. Those are kind of what you need. The rest of it can be skipped, because not much really occurs. There's, like, one episode that is nothing but a puzzle room that they stay in for, like, an hour and a half.
Well, that might be amusing. Did it involve doors?
It was a big door, yes.
Great.
It was a big door locked with a magical illusion
Just going to stand there.
that, I don't think Matt intended for them to spend that long on it. But I think it just, like... I think it was supposed to be a fairly easy puzzle that they just overcomplicated immediately, and he didn't want to give them, like, direct advice.
So,
Because, like, that whole thing is just a clusterfuck of everyone just trying different things. At one point, they are, like, going full Fifth Element, and they have someone blowing on a mirror.
Was an assassin.
It's
But why the
real
need for
good.
such secrecy?
reminds me of that escape room thing that they did.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It is similar to that, but with less... What's the word I'm looking for here? Less direction, less leadership, less guidance? I don't know.
Less Matt drinking disgusting things.
Definitely less of that. Also less singing. Still a little bit of singing, though.
I did it. I'm beating up my uncle. I'm doing it.
Beat the shit out of Mario.
Yep.
You've really come into your own.
Mario
Beat it,
Odyssey.
Mario.
If I beat up Mario, Mario Odyssey will come out sooner, right? That's how this works.
That's how that works.
I'm glad you had me stay.
Get in that hat ship.
Good. You've reconsidered leaving.
Man, Mario Odyssey
the
comes
hats,
out in
baby.
like
Sail
2
for
weeks.
Spain.
Why is there a hat spaceship and the
Or
race of
3
people who
weeks.
wear hats?
Or no, 2 weeks. Mario Odyssey comes out in 2 weeks.
Our enemies.
As
Yeah, that's
does
soon.
the new Assassin's Creed.
Throw
Good luck finishing both of those.
Yep.
died for. To deny your heritage? Fine. Come and
Oh,
find.
his eyes
Al
freaking out.
rivederci e buona fortuna.
Uncle, wait. Why is he so upset?
How can he not be? Vieri's been harassing us ever since you first arrived. To
That
be
dude's got
expected,
sick
I suppose.
tattoos. Sick Renaissance
Okay.
tattoos.
Has Ezio always looked that much like Desmond?
Yes.
Okay. Because it literally just looks like Desmond wearing a hood.
Yeah. That's
I feel like maybe it's because in Brotherhood he is older, that he
Ye-
looks a little bit more different. Or
Maybe.
something.
I mean, so like these first couple have the big they all kind of look like Desmond, but not.
Where is everyone? They ride for San
Oh, I
Giuliano
see what it
to
is.
slay that snake, Vieri.
Yeah, that explains it. In Brotherhood, Ezio has facial hair.
Yep, that would do it.
You need at the
Yeah,
safe.
that's what changes it. Okay. So I was gonna say, I don't remember him looking that much like Desmond. It's because he has a goatee.
How to do it.
Yeah.
And then in Revelations, he's got old man beard.
I like the big Revelations beard.
It's interesting.
But he lost the shoulder cape.
Yeah, he did. But he's
I'm gonna be honest. That is still the reason I think I couldn't play any more of Revelations, is just realizing that I did not have that damn shoulder cape anymore. And getting, like, I was super bummed when I realized that wasn't coming back.
Don't worry.
come back to us.
The last thing I did in that game was unlock the ability to go change the color of my outfit, and realizing, like, oh shit, I don't have the cape anymore. Because I like to, like, mix and match my cape and outfit color in Brotherhood.
I will place this one feather into this thing. Yep, great. I have one feather. That's probably about as much as we're gonna get. Cause
Look,
that
if
noise.
if that doesn't do it for you, Mom, nothing will. That was your effort.
Yep.
That didn't work, then, well, too bad. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, really. Man, I want to build up this town so bad, but I can't yet.
Okay, so this one does have, like, the weird town stuff.
So this one has the town. Brotherhood has you buying up properties in Rome.
Yeah. It's like, go buy this art dealer or whatever.
Yeah. And then I think if you buy a place, they give you a discount, and that's cool.
As they should.
Yep. Also, these games have horses. They don't have the horses for a lot of them.
Well, who needs a horse when you have a boat?
That's true. You can ride, like, carriages in Syndicate. That's fun.
Boats are the horses of the sea.
I don't think that's how that expression goes.
I'm pretty sure that's how that goes. Do those, like, tall, pointy trees only grow in twos?
Sure, probably.
Sorry, I was looking at the landscape and noticed that every time there was, like, one of those trees, it was always in two, and there'd be, like, two more way off in the distance. Also, I don't know how to... I don't know different kinds of trees.
Yeah.
They're all just trees.
I guess they really do just grow in twos, and
There are palm trees.
so the reason for that is, I just rode through that, man.
Oh, no.
Probably this game uses speed tree, right? Like,
Maybe?
these
Isn't everything?
I mean, basically, these look like someone just had two speed tree trees and then just accidentally made them one mesh, and then was like, well, I can't undo this. So I guess every time there's one of these types of trees, there's two of them.
Yeah, now that I think of it, the only, like, different kind of tree I could probably identify by sight is, like, palm.
If I can see the leaves, I can say, like, oh, that's a maple tree, but that's...
Yeah, if you get a good look at the leaves, then that, yeah, because leaves are... But, like, in that case, you could also identify, like, a cherry tree or whatever.
Because it's got cherries on it.
Yeah, also that.
We are assassins.
Either way,
But just looking at the structure of a tree from a distance, it's like, yeah, it's either a tree or a palm tree.
I'm not a
Outside of
botanist.
that, fuck if I know.
Well, I mean, like, it's either like it's like a leafy tree, a needly tree, or a palm tree.
For us, the city is larger than its host. The southern gate suffers for it. So
I
this
could
is
probably
the
recognize a
most
willow
important
tree now that I think of it.
Yeah,
Because
those,
they're all weird and... Well, the ones that are weird and drapey, which I think is all willow trees.
I think, I don't know. So my fun tree thing is that, like, because when I took my allergy test as a child, like, the one tree that I had a super bad reaction to is a sycamore tree. If you showed me pictures of a tree, I would not be able to tell you what a sycamore tree looks like. And that's probably a problem.
I mean, I googled it, and it looks like a tree.
All right, Ezio. Here's
Yeah,
how it is going to
thanks.
work. My
I
men
mean,
will
it's
extract
a
the
fucking tree. What do you
Yeah,
expect?
like,
It's a long trunk, and then there's branches and leaves.
Use them
Like,
as
the fuck do you want?
creatures.
ready when you are.
Then let us begin.
Those people are just walking into that fence.
I mean,
And by fence, I mean, like, door. Guess what? Throwing
here,
knives!
I'm gonna post.
Shit.
I'm gonna put this in the Discord, and then you tell me how you would describe that tree.
Alright, we're gonna pause this for a sec. It's it's super wide
Is it?
compared to most trees, I think.
That's well. I don't know, maybe all the trees around here are sycamore trees then, because that kind of just looks like a normal ass tree to me.
I mean, like, so I guess the thing that I would say looking at that tree is that like the branches start super low. Like it doesn't have a long trunk, but it's
I
got
guess the trunk's not super long.
like, but yeah, I would be bad at identifying trees, which is
I
a
would
problem.
be hard pressed to tell that tree apart from a bunch of other trees.
Yeah. I'm doing a bad job of sneakily killing all of these guards with throwing knives because I keep forgetting that. Because in later games, the lock-on is intense.
In
Like-
this one, is it not?
Well,
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
this one you have to actually lock on, not just look at someone.
Oh yeah. You can down that guy on the roof pretty good.
Well, yeah, because I locked onto him.
Oh,
Like
that makes
I
sense.
used the in-game lock-on.
That makes sense.
Excuse me, sir.
It's
Hello.
just this one has manual lock on instead of auto lock on.
Yeah. Excuse me, pardon me. Hello, sir. I just need to tell you.
There's a real problem with the lock on stuff in that damn Shadow of Mordor game, or Shadow of War, I guess. It keeps auto locking onto my allies.
That seems like a dumb thing for an auto lock on to do.
Yeah, but it's like I'll be fighting guys and then like just go off on a full combo on one of my own dudes and constantly be holding in the other direction trying to redirect back towards the bad guys, but it like is stuck on a dude. So then I have to like actually stop attacking, break off, then come back in.
Just to be safe.
It mostly happens with all the different wild animals and things that help you out, and it's like, yo, we're just gonna decide to attack this guy for a while. It's real unfortunate. That game has a few problems.
I should play more of the first one.
I mean, definitely if you don't want to get the second one, then yeah, first one.
I mean, I will probably end up getting the second one at some point.
Because I'm gonna be honest, the second one is kind of just the first one, but more so.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that in concept. Like, I know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you want to play the first one, you could honestly probably just go ahead and pick up the second one and play it instead. Because, like, nothing that happened in the first one actually matters.
But they killed my wife.
Yeah, and they cover that in the prologue of this one. And we're like, by the way, they killed your wife and kid.
And Gollum was there.
He was. He's in this one, too.
Great.
Yep. Liam O'Brien hanging out, being Gollum.
My precious.
Basically.
There's my Gollum impression as someone
It was
who.
pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
My only exposure to Lord of the Rings is the Shadow of Mordor game.
To be fair, that's probably the way you want to go about it if you're gonna play those games at all, because, like, they are so disconnected from the story of, the books or anything. Like, the books seem so, like, quaint in comparison. Like, there's just like, oh, here's a happy wizard dude. He's got a staff. He's gonna make light appear and stuff like that. And in this game, you're doing like fucking triple ghost backflips off the roof while throwing daggers and making people's heads explode with wraith magic. Like, it's like 4 hours into the game and I'm riding a fucking dragon.
Wow.
Yeah,
That escalates quickly.
it escalates immediately. Like, the fucking one of the first, like, quote-unquote boss fights is like, hey, you remember those, like, weird ghost ring wraith dudes from the movie?
No, because I've never seen those
Right.
movies.
That's right. We have no exposure. So there are these dudes who are like the super scary, like, main villains who are like hunting the main character. And it's like, oh fuck, we can't fight these guys. They're super tough. In the game, it's like the first boss fight is like, fight like 10 of these dudes at once in a small room. And you just wreck their shit.
It's like,
Because
well,
you're main character, man. You're super strong and the coolest. Also, I don't know if you've seen anything about the second one in terms of the giant spider.
I have heard that people were upset about it, but I don't know enough about Lord of the Rings to know why the giant spider lady being a giant lady instead of a spider is like a thing.
So the main thing is just that, like, in the books, that character is literally just a giant intelligent spider. That's all it is. It's not like magic. Like, the thing about Lord of the Rings is that magic is super rare. Like, magic is, like, not common at all.
I would not.
You will run into, like, a magician, maybe.
I would not know that playing the video game because,
Yeah.
man.
So, like, she's a mundane aside from being an intelligent giant spider. But in the game, it's like, what if she was actually a magical elf lady who's as powerful as Sauron, and also technically a secret hero of the stories, and was actually working for the good guys? It's all this weird bullshit. It's like, it's fine in terms of, like, yo, this game is weird fan fiction. The problem was when they put out the thing that was like, no, we're totally, like, all of this stuff is in line with the story of the books. Like, all of the stuff we put into this game has a basis in the books, and it's like, only in that character exists. Like, the name and the fact that the spider is involved is the only basis. Everything else is bullshit they made up.
Oh, maybe that's not the Duccio guy. That's
Oh.
because he does show
That's
up
the guy.
later. Yeah, he just
These
looks like it.
Italians.
Yeah.
Hard to tell them apart. Probably one of the Caravellas. You can't trust those people.
Apparently, Vinny played Cuphead today.
Oh.
With Dan ?
Oh, that was probably a premium video then.
Yeah, but I should probably watch that because like the
I bet
description.
that's real entertaining.
Let's read that description real quick.
Oh, Lord.
Some games are best played in pairs, assuming you're paired up with Vinny. Which, you know.
It could be taken several ways.
Yep. Also, I like the description on the Evil Within 2 quick look of nothing says family bonding like marrowing around in your daughter's brain while shooting zombies.
Yeah.
Also, this thumbnail just looks like Alan Wake, almost. Like...
Oh, yeah, I see it. I was gonna say it just looks like The Last of Us, but...
That too. There's this guy I'm supposed to assassinate. Guy! Where are you at? Oh, you up. Okay.
Also, in terms of the Murder Island videos still having really, really good video names,
Yep.
that last one is really good.
Is that
The
the...
things to do on Murder Island when you're dead. I really like that one.
I really like... I think it was the one where they actually, like, won, but the one of, like, murder/island, because face off. Also a fan of, like, Charlie Murder and the Island Factory. But yeah, there are a bunch of really good names, and all up and down that series.
Yeah. And they can keep that going for a while. I am surprised at the longevity/popularity that game had.
Yeah, I mean, it's
And
still,
I guess
it's
still has.
still going. Also, hey, it's your favorite part.
This is what my father
Again.
discovered. Is this why
Is
he was
it?
killed? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
my
were
favorite
you
part is-
hoping for a confession?
Oh, I get it. I didn't realize that guy was a boss. I thought he was just a particularly tough guard.
Nope. Oh, that's Ezio's just swearing at that guy in Italian.
I mean, yeah.
After all that's happened, do you think he would have shown either of us such kindness?
You are not Fieri. Do not become.
See, that's closer to what I wanted from the first one. Just swear at a corpse. Violently shake the corpse.
And then Mario's like, no, no, don't do that.
Our work here
Being an assassin isn't about revenge.
return to the villa.
Except for the part where we have this giant revenge mission.
Like this giant millennia-spanning revenge mission.
There's a lot. That guy died cross-eyed. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
At least they closed his eyes, though. That's nice.
I mean, he shook that dude super hard.
You know, that's a good point. That probably had something to do with it.
Also, man, the Animus is just freaking out. Whoop.
Also, fun fact. I thought one of the people in that Cube movie looked super familiar, so I looked him up. Turns out it's a lady who plays in Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Oh.
The second Dax girl.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name.
I also don't remember.
And I've already forgotten the name of the actress.
And here he is, our campione.
Look at these hooligans standing around drinking out of their weird steins, even though this is Italy, not Germany.
You've done us a great service, Nipote. With Vieri dead, La Toscana.
To be fair, beer steins are
Oh, look at that just smug jerk face on Ezio.
Si passa tutto il giorno a bere.
E a puttane. What? It's true.
Come, Ezio, walk with me.
Yes, uncle.
Ezio spends so much of his time being a smug asshole. Like, if he just bleached his hair white, he could be Dante.
He is Rodrigo
Yeah.
Borgia, one of the
Just for
most
that constant
powerful
smirk
men
and
of
swagger.
and leader
I mean, he's
of
voiced
the
by
Templar
the guy who currently voices Sonic
Which makes him
slash
responsible for the murder
Chris
of my father and
Redfield.
brothers.
Yes.
Wait,
And
is
he
this normal Chris
killed
Redfield or not a hero
if
Chris Redfield?
Normal Chris Redfield.
Then I
Okay.
must
Boulder
stand
punching
against
Chris
him if I
Redfield.
wish to be
Right.
free.
Um,
Yeah, the normal
Every
one.
other Templar has fallen to my blade.
The normal Chris Redfield who can punch boulders and has arms the size of his own head.
Firenze. Francesco de Pazzi will share the fate of his son.
A sensible next step. No doubt he intends evil for the city. All right, that's enough grim talk for one night. I'll be in my study if you need me.
I shall read the letter my uncle gave me.
I should read the letter my uncle gave me.
Messer Francesco, I have done as requested and spoken with your son. I agree with your assessment, though
What a letter. Oh, is that not the letter I was supposed to read? Oh, that's the map. Is that under inventory? No. Is that under database? There we go.
My love, I put these thoughts to paper in the hope that I might one day have the courage to share them with you. In time, you'll no doubt learn that I betrayed Giovanni, labeled him
cool.
a traitor, and sentenced
Cuphead has apparently gone platinum and sold over 1 million copies.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm glad they're doing well, because man, those guys need money.
I have done as requested and completed my investigation.
Did my part by Cuphead, y'all. It's great. Look at all these letters. I don't remember which one I want. I've read all of them. Did I not read the right one? Oh, I guess I have to... Okay. I guess when they said read the letter, they meant the one that's over here. Over here.
Look familiar?
On the codex pages.
Yes.
Alright, this is the
Father
thing.
managed to find and
Do you like
translate
slide puzzles?
Here.
I don't mind slide puzzles, honestly.
So I think this
This
one's
is
just
not
like a
your
big,
father's
dumb, giant slide puzzle.
Someone else has translated it.
Leonardo da Vinci, a friend.
I'm probably totally wrong on this, but I don't remember a bunch of weird puzzles in Brotherhood.
They were there. They were not this
Where is it supposed to
overt.
lead?
Your father and I managed to make
I
out
think
deeds
most of the
it
puzzles were in
since
like the
Rome
tombs and
pages.
stuff.
It was written by an assassin like us.
I remember the
who
tombs
long
being
ago
like
held
platforming
peace
puzzles,
of
not like
mind.
actual
His name
puzzles, but I'm
was
probably
Alfred.
wrong on that.
He spoke of something powerful.
I mean, I could also be wrong. It's been,
hidden.
much like it's been a hot second since I played this
What it
game,
is,
it's been a hot second since I
resolving
played
that
Brotherhood.
mystery is is exactly why we collected these pages.
Then let me help. Each time I take on my father's work. All of it. Start with the page I took from Vieri. Leonardo will decode it for us.
Ben, return here when time permits, and we'll add it to the wall.
I already reached the villa's viewpoint. Shut up. I did it. You don't have to tell me to do it again. Oh, excuse me.
Sorry, I stumbled onto pictures from Assassin's Creed Syndicate from, like, the gear screen or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Does the dude in that have, like, a weird steampunk hidden blade thing?
Kinda?
Because there's, like, this thing he's wearing on his arm that has, like, there's, like, a clock built into this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Looks like a weird gauntlet more than a hidden blade.
That...
Also super not hidden. I mean, I guess the blade part is still technically hidden. It's just got a bunch of bullshit on top of it.
Syndicate is... I really like that game, but it's definitely... They've stopped trying to hide by the time Syndicate rolls around.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, like, the entire plot of that game is, like, you're having gang wars in the streets of London.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not expecting you to be discreet. It's just, like, I didn't realize he had, like, some kind of big, weird mechanical thing on his hand.
Oh, because he's also got a, like, a grappling hook.
Oh, that makes more sense. I would ask why you need the grappling hook when you already do all the parkour stuff, but you never need a reason to have a grappling hook.
You really don't.
Like, I would carry a grappling hook on me if, like, it wasn't weird.
I would want, like, the Just Cause type of grappling hook.
Not played... Oh, yeah.
The one that's just magic.
Yeah.
The one that's you can avoid fall damage by grappling the ground and reeling in faster.
Yeah, that's how that works. Physics.
Yeah, physics.
The grappling hook hitting the ground breaks surface tension.
Uh-huh, that's exactly...
Yeah.
That's... That's not how that works, but...
I'm pretty sure that's how that works, unless you can come up with a better explanation.
I can't.
Plague Doctor was just watching you hang out the window.
Yeah.
He was okay with it.
I mean, this is like... This town is literally run by my uncle.
Yeah, okay.
Like, they don't mind.
They've seen Mario jumping around this place a lot.
Yes. Where's this?
Dude is always bouncing around the rooftops.
Codex page.
Wait, was that a magic box?
It was. It's not a magic box. It's just like highlighted because it's interactable, and I kept accidentally hitting the Eagle Vision button.
Oh, okay. I thought... So you were supposed to look in the box.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was like a thing that you activated by perching on it.
No, that was
like
me,
it was an assassin's stoop.
That was me being dumb. Whoa.
Because the Animus is weird. I wouldn't put anything past these people.
Oh, yeah.
Also, hey, apparently Atlas is going to have their own store.
Yep.
I don't know what's going to be sold there, but hopefully it's something cool.
Shirts.
Because I wouldn't mind throwing money at them for a cool enough shirt.
Because I think also, like, Sega is also opening an online store as well. I'd buy a Yakuza shirt if it was cool enough.
Yeah.
Just have like a black shirt with Kiryu's tattoo on the back of it.
Yeah. Well, like I'd get a shirt if it just had like the big Phantom Thieves of Hearts logo on it.
I'm pretty sure that exists. I think
Probably.
you're going to be in luck.
I mean, yeah. I wish Persona 4 had like a more recognizable icon or something. Though I would totally buy a shirt that just had the like Midnight Channel landing pad.
I think that also exists.
Radical.
I know they have Juness shirts. That because they are Japanese, they say "Everyday Young Life Juness" on it.
I was excited because there was a thing that said like Midnight Channel shirt, but it's not the one I wanted.
Fangamer has one that looks terrible. I don't know.
This insert coin place has one that looks okay, but it is like it's what I want. It's the landing pad, but it says the Midnight Channel in giant letters.
That's not very subtle.
No, like I kind of want just the landing pad, and it has that. If it didn't also have the text, that'd be fine. Huh. Nope, not there. Nope. Why? God, some of these shirts are terrible.
Again, I just want to point out, like, the Fangamer one, I think, looks really bad.
Salute, Claudia.
Our uncle is un
Might have been the one I looked at a
This is
second ago.
outrageous.
No, I guess
What's
not.
happened?
He's
I'll have to go look that one up.
work. If father was here, I'd never be stuck behind a desk like
Oh
this.
wait, here. Oh God,
What are the terms of this supposed
I found it.
enslavement?
Since someone decided
I don't
we're
like
going
it.
to stay here,
It's
your
really
man
bad.
suggested we try and find the money to repair the villa. Problem is, there isn't.
Yay, city building.
like the one with the text isn't bad.
Well, benissimo. If you start paying for improvements to the town, I'll keep track of them in this book. And since I have nothing better to do, I'll also make note of any objects you bring in from the outside.
I post a picture of it in the Discord
to
just
actually
cause.
get this place up and running, travelers might visit and spend money. Although I doubt anyone will want to come this far out of the city. But if
That
they do,
guy
I'll
looks
keep
so
the money
psyched
we
to
make
be
in his
there.
chest.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna
You'll
mention the
show
model.
up to take it to the
I
back
thought about it and I
yourself.
was like, nah, I'm just
When
gonna let
it's
that.
full,
I'm gonna let him be.
I'm just going to take the extra cash
But like
for myself.
that shirt is exactly what I want. Aside from A, the color, B, the part where like the text. Just give me the thing. I don't need anything but the logo.
So yeah, I forgot about the part where, like, if you buy all the weapons, it will also increase the amount of money you get every time the chest, like, updates.
Buongiorno. Is there something wrong?
Sir Mario hired me to deal with this mess, but I'm an architetto, not a miracle worker. Without money, I can't fix any of these buildings.
And if someone brought you money?
Then we'd be in business. You must be serious.
Then we'd be in business
right?
if someone brought me the money.
Uncle, I like this architetto.
He gets very observant when he can smell mud.
If you want to fix up this town, I'm going to need it. I have a price list here for new shops and renovations. Just bring me gold, make a choice, and I'll begin at once.
Welcome
If I
to
build you a shop,
the best
you,
part of all of
as the
these
landlord,
games.
can purchase goods there at
Money
lower rates.
management.
If you invest more money in the shop, you get an even greater discount. As for
Clean off these
renovations, well,
glasses.
you'll be bringing the town and villa back to life. As Sir Mario tells me, that was very important to your great-great-grandfather. Plus, when you buy shops and renovations, you'll be increasing the number of people who visit, causing your income to increase. So, let's take a look, shall we?
All right. Let's buy a bank and an art merchant and a tailor. And a thieves guild, which will increase my city's value because what?
Hold on. I'll think of a way that makes sense. They're stealing shit from other. It's not that you're raising your town's value. You're sending thieves out to lower the value of every other town and make yourselves look better by comparison.
Okay. I'll accept that.
It's just that for the sake of simplicity, they're saying that your town is better. But it's actually just that everywhere else is worse. Alternately, you are taking shit from other towns and putting it in your town to make your town better.
Salute, Claudia.
You here to look at the book?
You here to look at the book? So yeah, if you notice, I went from where's the? Yeah, I went from earning like 100 florins per 20 minutes to 1,700 florins per 20 minutes. That number will continue to get crazier as we exponentially grow.
No, that's good.
Yep.
Oh, right, your sister, like, handles the money or something, right?
Yep.
Thought so.
Ezio,
Your
my
mom's
boy,
still crazy.
I think
Yep.
it's time I showed you something.
Oh, check out this sick secret bookcase. Man, secret bookcases are cool.
Yeah.
There was one of the Giant Bomb East streams that I think it was like the Nancy Drew one.
Mm-hmm.
And Vinny was talking about how what he wanted to do when he had kids was build a secret room in his house that would only open if you had like a certain locket that you put in and you twist, and it has like secret, quote unquote, secret family documents.
Mm-hmm.
Like tracing back your lineage to, you know, old King Caravella of Italy, and how he was murdered through political usurpation and was erased from the
The
history
family
books.
had to go into hiding.
Yeah,
And this is the armor
and
of
how he
Altair.
wanted to
Little is known about Altair's
Have all of that stuff faked and set up to really freak his kids out.
yeah, and then like he would give the kids the locket when they were a baby.
My great
Like, hey, don't lose
remain
this.
locked away, still always protected.
That is a great idea.
Yep.
I heard rumors of crypts located throughout Italia, hidden tombs filled with treasure, where these six were moved centuries ago. Maybe they have something to do with it.
I forgot how many
In my
collectibles this
younger
game has.
days, I fought the six myself, with no success. Perhaps
Because you got all the codex pages that give you abilities and health and stuff, and then I think they unlock another thing,
In order to achieve
and then there's
perfect
this
synchronization
stuff
with Ezio, you have to
that
get
you have
that
to
armor.
do to get the armor of Altair, and you have to raid all the tombs, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get the armor because that's fun. We're gonna do all the codex pages because I need moves and stuff.
Makes sense.
We're not going to do the feathers because that's lame and boring and
Insane.
hard. Yep.
Don't do feathers.
We're gonna do We're gonna do the city because that's fun. Probably not gonna do as many side missions as I did in Assassin's Creed 1 because it's just like you done one race, you done them all. Like, come on. And money very quickly becomes not a problem in this
You
game
kind of see that
because
from the income you've got going.
yeah, because you very very quickly hit the point of just like
Literally throw that shit away.
yeah, like you can't spend it fast enough because like all the consumables are like 50 florins. And that's kind of all you'll be spending stuff on past a certain point.
What even are the consumables?
Like health potions, bullets, throwing knives,
Okay.
arrows. I think there's a bow in this game. I could be wrong. I think there's like a crossbow in this game.
That makes sense. Crossbows are cool. They don't get enough love. It's like a proto gun.
Yep. I think the main problem is just the reloading bit was always
Yeah.
unfortunate. else is there? There's poison darts. There's smoke bombs, I think, in this game. I could be wrong. They might be introduced in Brotherhood.
I know in... Well, obviously Revelations has all the weird bomb
Yeah,
making
Revelations
stuff.
has a ton of just... Do you want a bomb that shoots money and spikes?
Yeah! Yes. To be fair, I'm a big fan of any game that lets me, like, make a poison gas bomb to throw at people.
That's always fun.
It's never not fun. Like, smoke grenades in general are always a good time.
Yeah.
It's like one of my favorite things in XCOM is just laying down a big smoke cloud and then shooting people from it, or running through it when I need cover, or... I just like the smoke cloud. It's cool. It's never not cool.
I feel like I would be less good at it in the real life because I can't breathe in smoke, but...
I mean, yeah, that's always a problem.
Oh, is this the fun action command bit?
It's you.
I'm gonna be honest, I can barely breathe in the air.
Look at this place. The past 2 years have been kind to you.
But you are not the same at all, are you?
At some point there's like a hug action command and it's great.
Anything for you, my friend.
Is it to hug Leonardo da Vinci?
It's to hug Leonardo da Vinci.
Can you leave him hanging?
No, well you can, but you
This
shouldn't.
one is tricky to
Okay.
break. Clever in its
Because
Are
that's...
you saying to not just treat Leonardo da Vinci like he's Mishima?
Yeah, basically. Because Leonardo da Vinci's a cool guy.
manual of sorts.
Alright.
I think I butchered that pronunciation of his name.
Techniques.
May I see it?
Wait, what's that? It's not so much a design this time, just a series of sketches. What to make of all this? Of course. And why not? What an inspired idea.
Can you make it for me while I try what's in that manual fragment?
Take it. I'll have my assistant set up some dummies for you to practice with. Hey, Vincenzo!
Vincenzo! I think this might be the bit where they give you A, air assassination, and then B, 2. I think this might be the point where you get 2 hidden blades.
Oh, okay.
Because right now we still have the 1. Oh, whoops, I didn't even see the feather there. It's probably an easier way to get to the courtyard than this, but,
I did just have an interesting thought.
Oh?
So, if the Animus is letting you relive your ancestors' memories, could you theoretically, I mean, I'm assuming you could, like, relive their dreams?
Yes.
Okay.
Not saying that may come up at some point.
I'm assuming that would come up because I just thought of that and I was like, yeah, that would make total sense if you could do that.
But that comes up at some point.
Okay. I was just thinking of it because I was thinking of, like, man, the Animus is cool. It's kind of like the stim system from Evil Within where there's a lot you could do with it. And then I was like, well, I guess since it's limited to actual memories, you would be limited in, like, you know, it has to be something realistic-ish. Not counting giant snake and alien space magic. But
I really want to know what's up with the giant snake.
Well, my other thought was, like, it'd be kind of cool if there's some realistic straw men.
Yep.
But it'd be kind of cool if you were playing, like, you know, through a character's nightmare sequence, for example. And it's like, oh shit, they're like, I'm just straight up, there are like monsters or some shit. Because nightmare, because it doesn't have to make sense anymore.
Oh, that also happens. I forgot about that, actually.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's, like, monsters, but there's definitely, like, a nightmare sequence
Thank you,
in
Yeah.
Black Flag.
Well, it occurred to me because I was just thinking of, like, well, I mean, you can remember your dreams and nightmares, so they're memories, so the Animus would totally be able to recreate them.
You know a way.
Yeah, so I'm glad that comes up, because that is a cool idea.
Apisco. But do you know where I fox my wrong?
Like, I like games that have an in-universe explanation for, like, why these weird things could happen. And, like, outside of the stim system thing in Evil Within, because it's all happening in the stim system in a weird lucid dream matrix style scenario, like technically all of that is possible.
Yeah.
And I really, really like that.
Yay, now we can air assassinate people. It's the thing that this series is known for. Only introduced in the second game.
Also, we should totally make a real life stim system. That thing's fucking radical.
Also, hey, I got my second hidden blade. The other thing
Nice.
that this series is known for. Oh, there's a puzzle here. We're gonna...
So you can use the hidden blades to fight in this one, right?
Yes.
Okay. 'Cause in the first one, I guess it was just like, yo, it's not really made for fighting. It's
Yeah.
made for shanking.
It is made for the shank.
Yeah. I hate keep bringing it up, but considering they're kind of the same game, or like it's a horrifying offspring, the Shadow of War thing, or specifically the first game, is the thing that really bugs me, because there's no way to change, like, in that game you can't change your gear, you're stuck with what the main character has.
Yeah.
You just, like, upgrade it as you go or whatever, but he has a dagger, but it's not a dagger. It's a broken sword. Like, it is straight up his son's sword that got broken. So it's literally just like this fucking normal sword handle with a shitty broken blade sticking off the end, and that is your stealth-killing dagger through the entire game. And it's like, in Shadow of War, like, as soon as you find a dagger, you can just get a full-on dagger. And it's like, yo, now I have an actual knife. That's nice.
At your service, Mr. Ezio.
What up?
For whatever reason, it always fucking bothered me that you are just using a broken sword as a dagger in that game.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be like Dragon Age, where daggers equals just short swords.
Oh yeah, daggers are just swords.
Yeah.
If it's not a great sword, it's a dagger.
There's word on the street of a caravan just
I'm assuming that guy's a bad guy.
No, actually, he's a good guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He is La Volpe. He is the
Heard of him.
fox.
I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of why I assumed he was a bad guy, is that he has a moniker.
Not everyone who has a moniker is a bad guy.
A lot of them are. Especially when they show up on a roof and dramatically introduce themselves to you in a color-shifted version of your outfit.
It's fine.
I'm saying he's defying tropes. That's a nice thing.
Where was that viewpoint? There was a viewpoint around here somewhere. And also, like, a... puzzle. So I was gonna do the puzzle and then think about calling that a stream. It's been like 2 hours. It's been an hour and 45.
Really? Oh, okay. I didn't realize we haven't gone that long. Time flies when you're assassinating.
Yep. And you're playing the good assassinating game.
Yeah. I'm not gonna pretend there wasn't any dead air during Assassin's Creed 1.
Oh, there was so much dead air during Assassin's Creed 1.
To be fair, there's dead air during all of our streams because
yeah.
we're not that entertaining, but...
Nope. But we try.
I'm fine
and
with that.
That's the important part.
You stabbed that man. Like... There's just a bit of that guy, like, staring at you, grasping at his stab wound.
Yeah.
Before he falls over on that rooftop.
Yeah?
It makes that extra rough.
Just a little bit.
Like, you didn't stab that man anywhere particularly fatal. That was like kidney or liver. Like, you gut stabbed that man and left him to die on... Like, technically, he'd be screaming and setting off alarms right now.
I got him right in the diaphragm, so, like, he can't really talk. Like, he's just going...
Okay. I'll take that. So what you're saying is he's desperately gasping and panting for help that
Yes.
can't hear him as he bleeds out on the roof.
Exactly.
Okay. That makes it better.
Whoops. Excuse me, sir. Hold on, I just need to take your money real quick. Bye.
Wait, why do you need to take his... Oh, wait, are you pickpocketing someone?
No, you can loot dead bodies, and I forgot with the first guy.
Oh.
I stole his 3 florins and a throwing knife.
Oh, okay. Well, the throwing knife is worth it.
Yeah. It costs more than 3 florins to buy a throwing knife.
Oh, well, he's gone.
Yep.
Just went off that roof.
Yep. It's fine.
Man, I mentioned this earlier, and this is totally not related to Assassin's Creed at all. I just feel like a tangent, but, like, Man, Nidhogg 2 looks bad.
It does.
That's a bummer. I really love the way the first game looks.
Yep.
Like, I know that people are now... It is the cool thing to hate on the indie pixel graphics art style.
But that was
but I
done
still
really
like
well.
it.
Yeah.
I still really like it.
I like it when it's done really well, like Nidhogg
Well, yeah.
or...
I haven't... I don't think... I can't, off the top of my head, at least recall a, like, particularly bad version of it. Like, particularly egregious, like, this is just lazy. It always feels like they were at least trying for something.
It's getting easier and easier.
Like, I never look at that art style and my first thought is like, oh, they're lazy.
What data I'm looking for. I've already
Or, you know, like, they just did this so they didn't have to do any work. It's always like there was an aesthetic they were going for, and maybe they hit it and maybe they didn't.
Because the secret is, all art is hard.
Yeah, no, art is fucking difficult.
Oh, hey, look.
Every now and then I just load up fucking Krita and plug in this drawing tablet and then sketch for like an hour and a half at a time and just delete everything as soon as I'm done.
Oh, boy.
No.
I love these puzzles. I love these
hey.
specifically. Just, like, find the vaguely edited... Whoop.
Is there a piece of Eden hidden in that rocket launcher barrel?
Yeah, there was, in fact.
Why?
Don't worry about it.
Why would you put it there? Why would it be held by a random soldier in Vietnam?
I don't know what they're asking. Maybe not. Like, I don't know what this is. I don't understand what's happening. Oh, there. Ah! Oh no, the apple was there in the weird picture and we just traced back the path of gun, I guess? I don't know. Check out these sick naked people running away from stuff. Anyway.
They're still running.
Yep. They're not gonna stop.
No. Are the naked people Adam and Eve?
Maybe.
God damn it.
It's what? They might be Adam and Eve. They might be those who came before.
Ah, okay.
Or like experiments run by those who came before or something. Something. But yeah, those
people were created by ancient aliens. Got it.
Yep, that's the lesson to draw from Assassin's Creed 2. Thanks for...
Can't wait till we get to Egypt and find out about those grain silos.
Oh, yep. Everybody forgot about that until you just said that. I was trying to
I'm not allowed to forget because my cousin studies ancient Egyptian history.
And then I was like trying to continue on, and then I just couldn't. Nope.
I miss you, Ben Carson.
Who doesn't? Well, I mean, he's the housing secretary, cause Dr. Housing, I guess. Wait, I mean, oh my God, is that the reason why he's...
Yes, it's a pun.
Well, is that literally... Oh God, I hate the world. Anyway, that's Assassin's Creed.
Yep.
Join us next time where we stab more people in the face and neck with two swords.
And on that bombshell.
Yep, check out my 2 swords. Or my 2 hand blades stuff.
Yeah, there.
Yep.
Can you still flip your cape?
I mean, I can do like that and then...
What's the thing that makes him like flip his cape over his arm so you're all stealthy?
Oh, that's actually the high profile.
Oh, weird.
Or, well, the stuff behind his arm is high profile, and then, like, every once in a while when you're just walking around in low profile, he'll just be like, no, I gotta hide the sword. Even though it's...
It's very clearly protruding.
Yeah, but, like, whatever. They don't know what swords look like. They don't know what the bottom of a sword looks like. They only know what the top is, because it's all ornamental and, like...
He doesn't even have sheaths for those things.
No, they're just chilling. He's like...
That's not safe.
They're like hooked into his belt.
Isn't bumping through crowds a mechanic?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be causing a ton of horrible injuries just by glancing against people?
I mean, you can touch the sharp end of a knife without cutting
I mean,
yourself.
it depends on how sharp it is.
Yeah.
But, like, you can pretty violently, like, shove your way through crowds.
Yeah.
In that case, just having a sword on your hip, just flailing about as you shove into people.
That's bad.
Like,
bad
that's a
move.
recipe for disaster.
Yeah, that's you don't want to do that.
Yeah, like, that seems like a bad move. Ezio should maybe be more concerned about the public safety.
Yeah.
I say about the man who started off the stream by violently stabbing a dude multiple times
And then yelling his
screaming
name.
at a crowd of witnesses with blood literally all over his hand.
He's yelling his name.
Yes, like yelling, I believe the words "I did it," like it was me, Ezio Auditore.
Yep.
Like that was basically exactly what he said. Oh, hey, you can dye your clothes.
Yeah.
You should make yourself look super cool.
Well, I want to, but I think the cool dye that I like is in Nice or something. We'll get there.
Blue?
It might be blue.
Thought so. I always went for like black and gold or like wine colored. Purple's a good color for like Roman assassin. And granted, you're not Roman; you're just hanging out in Rome. But you know.
Actually, we're not even in Rome.
Well, I mean, in Brotherhood. I didn't play 2. I'm assuming that multiple of the same colors are probably available here.
Yes. You assume correctly.
I didn't actually know you could dye your clothes in this one.
Buddy, hey.
Hey,
Friend. Hey.
What does that do? Why does he have a thing over his head?
I don't know. I think I can take a bunch of money from him. Yeah.
Oh, is he like rich?
No, he's just a thief, and I took I took 504 florins from him. And
did you murder him?
He took my money apparently.
Oh, well, that's the opposite of what you wanted.
And well, no, like I took it back from him, and then I also took the other money that he stole.
Oh, I see. Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Wow, that guy's good. He robbed you without you even noticing.
He really did.
Sadly for him, your curiosity was his undoing.
Yep, I was like, what's
You
this
didn't even know
logo?
you got robbed till you caught him.
Yep.
Like, he was freaking out like, oh god, please, I'm so sorry. And you're like, what for? Who are you?
Pretty much. I was like, I don't remember this logo. What is this? Oh, it's a dude. I think I remember this. Like,
I should probably chase that guy.
I should chase that guy. I think in Unity maybe there are like rich people that you can tackle and steal their money because
that makes sense. You are in France.
Because Unity is great.
They're all about that.
Yep.
France is way into the redistribution of wealth.
Yep. During the French Revolution.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's what it was all about.
I've been meaning to end this for like the past 10 minutes, but
yeah, we kind of went off on a tangent. It's fine.
And then I was like, oh, what's this logo?
Sorry, back to Ben Carson.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Doctor, Housing Secretary.
Yep. For like 2008 or whenever this game came out, still some pretty decent looking environments.
This game still looks good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that, despite the like. I still think those trees stand out a bit in a weird way, but it's probably more my imagination than anything else.
I think the thing about those trees is that it doesn't look like they have shadows. Like,
is that what makes them stand out?
Like, those trees in the distance do not look like they... Like, some of the close ones do, but, like, as soon as they get farther out, like, it just seems like they're just there.
Oh, geez, really? Assassin's Creed 2 came out in 2009?
Oh, wow.
Like, the late end, it's November 17th, 2009.
Oh, oops.
That's almost 2010, Jesus Christ. That was more recent than I thought.
And, well, that makes sense, actually, because they started doing, like, one a year after this.
I didn't realize they hit one a year rate. I thought they were like still like one every 2 years or whatever.
Nope, it was one a year up until Syndicate, and then they took a year off and did Watch Dogs 2, and then...
Wait, okay. I thought you stopped after Watch Dogs and was like, wait, wasn't Watch Dogs before? But okay, yeah.
Watch Dogs came out the same year as Assassin's Creed Unity.
Well... Man, you remember when Watch Dogs probably should have just been a modern day Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, remember when they had a advertisement for CTOS in Black Flag?
Yeah, and it looked like they were going to do a cool crossover thing.
Yeah.
That would have been alright.
And then they didn't.
Remember when you were going to end the stream?
Yeah, I know. There's probably another viewpoint I can get somewhere.
Yeah,
here
might as
as
well.
Yeah. Oh, look at all of these viewpoints I can get. Let's get all these viewpoints. Yeah. And then
but yeah, like the whole thing with like Aiden hanging out in where the fuck was he? Chicago, Seattle, someplace. Some one of those fucking cities. They're all the same.
Pretty much. It's got the
Seattle,
bean.
Chicago, West Coast, East Coast, same thing.
But Chicago has the bean.
Just like the Irish and the Scottish.
Oh, I will fight you.
Whatever, I'm like partially Irish, but I don't give a fuck.
I have the hair to be very big Irish.
When I was younger, I did. It was kind of like a very, very light, like coppery color. But as I got older, it just turned browner.
Mine's kind of doing that. It's still very much red, but it used to be. It used to be red, and now it's like.
It's red.
Yeah, it's red. It's not red.
Yeah.
That eagle is not standing on the ground.
Well, I'm like most in America. I think I am a horrible mishmash of ethnicities.
Well, yeah.
I am like a fourth Spanish, some Irish thrown in, a little bit of German from somewhere or another. I think that's on my dad's side. Like it's a mess.
My secret is my dad's side is almost exclusively German, and my mom's side is almost exclusively Irish.
Ah.
Like there is a little bit of the intermingling, but not much. There's a fun Top Gear interview with Michael Fassbender that I feel like sums up the bit, because apparently Michael Fassbender is also like German Irish.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jeremy Clarkson's response was, "That must be really confusing, because you're like, this must be done absolutely perfectly tomorrow." And it's like, yeah, that's kind of right.
Yeah, the problem is I'm so mixed, I don't even know what stereotypes I should adhere to.
All of them?
I mean, yeah, that would probably make sense. But if you're adhering to all stereotypes, aren't you, like, basically not adhering to any?
Well, probably.
At a certain point, you've just watered it down.
Oh.
Have I seen you before today?
Excuse me, I'm just gonna... Excuse me. Oh no, this has gone poorly, but I'm just gonna stab all these people. There we go.
And there's really no problem that can't be solved by stabbing enough people on the roof.
I was
Ow,
not.
why is that guard such an asshole?
I was not on the roof.
Oh. Wow, those guards are super bad at their jobs.
They are. I was just walking
They
up
almost
to
kind of stood there and let you do it.
Yep. And now here's the fun part. We're gonna. I think this will lower our stuff. If no, I don't want to pick that up. I want to. There we go. Yep. I want to pick up this guy. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just gonna go. Hup. Oh, that didn't actually lower my notoriety.
Were you going to try to hide a single body?
Well, I thought it would lower my notoriety more, but it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Am I still a horrifying robot?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. I don't know if my internet exploded or yours.
I think that was mine.
Okay. So I can't get the stream to go past the point right after you threw the guard in the bushes.
Try
the hay.
Try refreshing.
I did a few times.
Try refreshing now.
Oh, wait. It got to the part where you threw that guy in the hay and then immediately snapped forward to you sitting on a perch.
Yeah, that was my internet freaking out, is what that was.
Okay. I didn't even have to refresh it that time.
Huh,
It just snapped.
that's cool.
Yeah. Well, it happens.
Yep. How did I miss this viewpoint? That's weird. So what were we talking about? Maces.
Yeah, like, I think maces are a really cool weapon, and I also think that they are, like, super underutilized by main characters in video games.
I think Thor has a mace in the new Thor movie.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not really a video game.
Oh man, that is a cool necklace. I wish it wasn't so expensive.
Are you still looking up, like, Persona stuff, or?
Yes.
Ah.
Bam!
Oh yeah, that is cool.
Because, like, all the little TV screens in the middle rotate around the pole.
That's neat.
Yeah. It's also, like, $32.
That's expensive.
It is!
Maybe it's cheap for jewelry. I don't know. I don't buy necklaces.
Well, it is apparently, like, it's gold-plated metal, so...
So there is gold involved.
Yeah.
It's gold adjacent.
Yeah.
Also, as we, wrap up these last few viewpoints in Florence, one thing that we have not talked about during this entire stream is New Kino's Journey.
Oh, right, we haven't. I totally forgot about that, somehow. So, I guess, is something I didn't realize, it's, like, they're straight up using episodes from the old show. This is not like a sequel series, this is a new series that will cover some of the same ground.
Yes.
Okay. I thought this was going to be all new stories.
I also thought it was going to be all new, which is kind of a bummer, I guess. Like,
yeah, it is kind of a bummer. But that said, I like the style they're going with in general for the new series or whatever. Not the art style, particularly.
Yeah.
Well, the art style's fine. I just
the art style's
very
fine.
much prefer the
it's
old
just generic modern anime.
Yeah, I just very, very much prefer the old one.
Yeah.
Because, man, that Lane Haibane Renmei art style is super good.
Yes. I miss, like...
I really want to rewatch Haibane Renmei.
I'm not a big anime dude, but, man, I love that style.
Yeah.
Like, that Boogie Bop Phantom also kind of fits in there.
Like, Boogie Pop Phantom and Lane are kind of linked in my head.
Yeah.
Just because of the art style. And the similar thing of me having never finished either series. Although for different reasons, at least.
I don't think I finished Boogie Pop. I don't think I finished either of them either, because I got near the end of Lane, but then
I've seen it, I know how Lane ends, I've read the ending, I've just never actually watched the series all the way to the end, due to the horrible curse that is apparently on me.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
Boogie Pop, though, that I just, like, left off, because I keep wanting to rewatch it, but there was an episode that I watched when I was younger, when, like, Boogie Pop Phantom was on Adult Swim, that, like, it was an early episode, I think. I don't even remember what it was about, really. But there was, like, a scene at the end where it's, like, a dude is being eaten by a horrifying monster.
Yes.
And you just, like, see a car, and you hear the noises of guy being eaten.
Yep.
And when I was younger, in, like, I think that was probably middle school era, like, that freaked me the fuck out, and I was, like, vaguely afraid of that show. Like, that scared me. Things like that get to me. So I never went back and finished it, and then every time I try to watch it these days, for whatever reason, I just watch a few episodes and then get distracted and then never end up finishing. I really should sometime, because I like that. But like I said, I think I am probably going to rewatch Haibane Renmei at some point. But it's a slow series, but I really love that show.
I don't know what that is.
It's really cool. It's like so the whole setup is like this girl wakes. They're like, it's this house in a city full of these girls who have wings, and one of them just like is going around in the building that they live in, and just find this giant fucking cocoon like growing out of the wall. So then they take care of the cocoon for like a few weeks, and another girl with wings hatches out of it. And then it's them basically trying to explain to her what she is and what their job in the town is and what's going on. And there's a bunch of really cool stuff relating to that and finding out what exactly their deal is and what they are and what's going on. And I really like it. And it's all done in that like Haibane or that Serial Experiments Lane art style. And it has similar weird existential stuff going on. And there's no like clear, like super clear answers, but like it's clear enough that you can definitely like jump to your own conclusions on it.
Yeah.
But I really, really love that show. I would recommend it. It is a slow burn. It is not like an action-y show. It is, I would say it has like zero action. There is tension. There is, like there are tense situations. There is stuff that happens. There is a climax. I would say there is like little to no action. But I really like it.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And it has a really fun cast of characters. Yeah, it's just good. And it's also pretty short. I think it's like 9, 12 episodes long, somewhere around there. Let me actually look that up, because it is pretty short. It might even be 8. Typos. 13 episodes. A little bit longer than I thought. Oh, weird. So apparently the show was based on a doujin series, but the show like got so popular that the like actual book was never finished. Like the show just overtook it and finished before the thing ever got going, really. It's weird.
That's a cane. That's a sword. That looks like a sword. That's poison. Well, that's like a haircut. Maybe it's that one. No. We're gonna hold on to that one. That one's... He's got like a lance. That's not a sword. That's not a sword.
Is this just pick pictures of... Is this like a fucking... Like, prove you're not a robot captcha?
Kinda. It's like, find
find all the pictures that have cats.
Yep.
I mean, lances can cut.
Like, you definitely have a sword. And a butt. You maybe have a sword. I'm not sure about you, so we're gonna get rid of you. You have a lance.
Are you taking damage?
No.
Okay.
It's just being like, no, that's not right. You have a sword. It's behind you. You definitely have a sword, because you're King Arthur.
Okay, so do you have to pick from the you're picking from the pictures above and putting them in the lower section?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't seem to have a sword. You have a lance. You have haircut. That's a cut.
Oh, that lady definitely has a sword. The praying lady?
Yeah, that's... she's down here.
Okay. Oh, I see her, yeah. Oh, the dark ones are select... Okay, got it.
You don't seem to have a sword, Charlie.
Oh, they have names. I didn't even notice the names.
Yep.
Well, Alexander the Great would probably be on there, right?
I mean, I'm trying, but he seems to not be. Like,
huh, weird.
These three are absolutely right. We're gonna brute force this, is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
We're gonna do...
I really figured it would be Alexander... Well, I guess the sword has to be in the picture, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think
Alexander the Great, like, his whole fucking thing was like, yo, cutting the fucking Gordian knot or whatever, right?
I think so.
Like, his whole thing was the fucking sword of Damocles.
Oh, there we go. It was Attila the Hun and the North Sky. I didn't see the sword on the North Sky. This is dumb. This is so dumb. People who lean.
Oh god, really? Who lean on a great...
Achilles, Amenhotep.
So this is people with canes?
Maybe, that, you know, maybe.
I think it's people with stabs or canes.
You. That was what it was. It was.
Yay!
Look at you, you're smart.
Yeah, I know art.
Yeah. We did it. We unlocked another half-second clip of Adam and Eve.
Radical. Wait, what's the opposite of radical?
I don't know.
I guess it would have to be lame.
Yeah. 3 more viewpoints. Oops.
Oh god, is it Adam and Eve finding an alien spaceship?
No, that is not what that is.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
It's actually not, but you're in the right ballpark.
God. Well, okay, is it not them finding it, it's just them getting into a spaceship?
No, but you're
Is it them
even...
leaving a spaceship?
There you go.
Oh god. I'm honestly not sure which one of those is worse.
Also, spoiler alert for this, you know,
Right.
8-year-old game. Which, I mean, come on.
Whatever, fuck it, I'll spoil a new one. You wanna know how Shadow of War ends?
How does Shadow of War end?
I went ahead and watched that true ending because I heard about all that grindy bullshit.
Oh,
So
here's
it
another
ends and
thief.
it's like, yo, Talion fused the ring and fought Sauron's armies for decades. But eventually he was just like, man, being evil sounds fun, and he joined the villains.
What?
So, like, you know, oh, wait, fuck, you don't know. God, see, I was gonna, like, the problem is you don't understand the full, like...
I don't know Lord of the Rings.
The full level of shit being taken on the book.
Yeah, no.
But, like... So the king who beat Sauron, like Isildur, is like this big tragic figure because he won and he got this super cool ring, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm radical," but oh no, the ring turned me evil.
Oops.
So then he becomes like a horrible ghost man and works for Sauron. So in the game, you kill Isildur and set him free, and then when the main character turns evil in the true ending, he takes his place. And then it's like, now that he's working for him, oh no, now we're leading into the events of the movie.
What?
And like it ties it in and basically says, no, this was all canon. That guy in the movie who was supposed to be this guy, he was secretly Talion all along. Talion was in the movies.
What?
He was just wearing a cool ring wraith mask at the time and wearing a robe.
That's the dumbest.
And then it ends with, like, okay, and then they threw the ring in the volcano, and Talion gets hit by a boulder when the volcano erupts, and then wakes up in heaven.
What?
The last shot is Talion waking up in a grassy field and then walking into a glowing light while dropping his swords and armor.
Make me mad. What? Why?
Yeah. Because.
Okay.
Because he's a hero, TFP.
But he turned evil for, like, years.
Yeah, but it's fine, because he was a hero at heart.
That's not how this works.
No, but the ring turned him evil. He wasn't evil by choice.
What?
So it makes him a tragic hero. Because he used the evil ring to fight evil, but eventually he turned evil.
Those are 5
Stared
monsters.
too long into the abyss.
Etc., etc.
And the abyss was staring back super hard with a big flaming eyeball. That bird was in you.
Yeah, that happens a lot in these games. Oh, there's another art puzzle on this building.
Oh, also, the ghost elf man betrays you.
Oh, Nolan North, why?
Because it turns out, oh, he was evil all along, despite that being the most obvious thing.
I thought he was
So
like a major good guy character from the books or something.
Oh god, no, he's totally made up.
Oh, what?
No, he's fake. He's.
I thought
like,
he was.
Super...
I thought he was like the Celebrimbor or whatever.
Well, he is, but like.
Oh, that's not a book guy.
Hold on, let me look this up to make sure.
Kebley Brimbram, Kellogg's Blueberry. If I were an art puzzle, where would I hide? Oh, I think. Oh no, that's just a window. No. feel like the only thing about this art puzzle thing is I'm not sure if it's in this building or the one next to it. But there's a chest, so we're gonna grab that.
Okay, so apparently he did show up in the weird Silmarillion
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
And his whole deal was basically that he was an elf, and Sauron showed up, and Sauron was super hot, and he was like, yo, you want to make these rings for me? And that dude was like, hell yeah, I want to make these rings for you. And he made the rings, and then Sauron was like, ha, I'm going to kill you now. And that's what happened.
I just want to... I want to take a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Why was Sauron super hot?
Because Sauron, like, it's the one thing the movies got wrong and the Shadow of Mordor games got right, is that Sauron is, like, he's really strong, whatever, he's, like, basically an angel, essentially, but, like, he's, he has the big dumb, like, armor thing with the mace, and he's like, yo, I'm super powerful.
Yeah.
But the thing that actually made him dangerous is that he's super fucking hot. Like, he's crazy persuasive, and everybody just is, like, in love with him, because he's supremely fuckable.
So he's the devil, but hot?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, well, he's the devil's vice president. The actual devil was another super hot evil angel named, like, I think his name was fucking Morgoth or something dumb like that. And then Sauron was like, yeah, but I want to be the head evil guy. And I'm pretty sure he betrayed him and took over. I don't remember specifically, but let me just make sure that that is how Morgoth or whatever the fuck got taken out. Okay, apparently he did not betray Morgoth. Morgoth just got his ass whooped. Also, apparently Sauron was a giant vampire bat for a while, so that's fun. Are you still there?
Yeah. I'm
Okay, just making sure.
trying to puzzle here.
Mm.
Oh. Game is hard. It's like I gotta get that. Here we go. No.
So yeah, essentially the whole plot was after Sauron's boss died, he became evil Santa Claus. He started appearing as a super hot elf, calling himself the Lord of Gifts, and handing out magic rings, and teaching people how to use magic. And then, oh no, it turned out the rings were actually evil, and just made everybody brainwashed to work for him.
There we go. Oh, hey, look. Cain had a piece of Eden.
Yeah, why not? It was the piece of Eden. So, the pieces of Eden aren't all apples, right?
No, you're right.
Okay. So why does it keep showing the orb thing?
Because the apple's kind of the important one for this specific set of games' story. Because
okay,
spoiler alert: what the plot of these games is the Templars are trying to put the Apple of Eden on a satellite and then launch it into space on on December 21st, 2012.
Yeah, end of the world day.
Yep. And then
Mayan calendar.
Yep. And so they're like,
Is that the thing where the satellite is supposed to brainwash the entire planet?
yes.
Alright, I'm going to tell you something right now.
Okay.
You may have heard this before. You realize that's the exact same plot as Naruto, right?
I'm very upset at you right now.
What? Has no one told you this before?
No.
Okay, well, for the record, that's the exact same plot as the end of Naruto.
I don't like this.
Is the dude with the super powerful eye magic, Madara?
Uh-huh.
His plan was, what if I use my super powerful eye magic on the full moon and it will reflect my eye off the moon, so that anyone who looks at the moon will be hypnotized by my eye magic.
It's slightly different.
It's slightly different, but it is essentially the same plan of use outer space thing to magically hypnotize planet.
I don't even see how this is supposed to go. This is how you know it's a good puzzle. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
But now I don't... Where?
Oh, you had it?
I have everything but the center. And this is a...
I think perspective might just be kind of weird on the center part.
Because, like, it looks like... Oh, there we go. There's where that's supposed to go. And then... Oh, here we go. We're doing it. Kinda. But now we have to figure out how to...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because this is the problem. Is there's one that will turn a different piece and make it go crazy.
Are they throwing wrinkles into the puzzles now?
Just a little bit. But actually, I don't think it's quite as bad as I thought it was. There we go!
Yay. Did you get another, like, 2-second clip?
No, not yet. I think I have one more of these puzzles to go.
Also, 2 seconds is awfully optimistic.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that much.
No.
So yeah, the deal was that Sauron was like, I'm going to be crazy hot, and I'm going to hand out magic rings. And everybody's going to take these magic rings because A, everybody wants magic, and B, everybody wants to fuck me. So then, after everybody took the rings, and like, every king on the planet was like, man, these rings are radical. I love evil Santa Claus. He went back to his volcano fortress and made another ring that let him mind control everyone who was wearing one of the previous rings.
Oh, okay.
And then that let him mind control, like, all of the kings simultaneously. At which point he was like, man, this is a great plan. It's like, this ring is radical, and it lets me have superpowers, which I already had, but it lets me have superpowers and also mind control people, so, like, win-win.
Mm-hmm.
Main problem being that in order to make the big evil ring, he had to, like, put part of his soul in the ring.
Oh, that's never a good plan.
Yeah, well, yeah, but as long as he's wearing the ring, he's super powerful. So as long as he never takes the ring off, then he's fine. And he's, like, super strong, and he can mind control everybody, and it's great. So, cut to the big climactic battle where he's winning, and he was like, man, that human king is dying like a bitch. I better go over there and personally finish him off, because I'm a cool evil guy. And then the human king was like, I'm just gonna take this dumb broken sword, and I'm gonna cut your hand where you're wearing that ring, and the ring's gonna fall off, and oh no, now you exploded.
Oops.
And your physical body exploded into dust because, man, that ring is shit.
Behold.
Then the elf dude who was hanging out with him, Agent Smith, he was like, yo, you should throw that ring in the volcano, because that ring is super evil.
Mm-hmm.
And if you throw it in the volcano, you literally kill the devil. So you should throw the ring in the volcano. And then the king is like, alright, that sounds like a good plan. And he goes up into the volcano, and he sits there and looks in the lava, and then he's like, but what if I wore the ring? And the elf guy's like, no, that's stupid. And the human king is like, ah, fuck you, I got the ring, and leaves. And that sets off the whole plot.
Great.
Because it turns out the ring is a dick. Not like literal. It's an asshole. No, wait, that doesn't help. The ring is a jerk.
Oh, man. I'm so glad that I could have this crash course in the plot of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's basically everything you need to know to understand the Lord of the Rings is super hot evil devil was like, yo, what if I made all these brainwashing rings and then one super brainwashing ring? And then he lost the super brainwashing ring and it blew him up. And then a human guy was like, man, the super brainwashing ring is pretty cool. I want to keep it. And the elves were like, man, fuck you humans. You suck. And retreated back to the forest.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Eh. To be fair, the elves in that aren't great either.
Oh, that's all the viewpoints.
Yeah.
We did it.
Good work.
Whee! Remember when, like, every Ubisoft game had these towers in them? like the crew had towers like that in it. Alternately, remember the crew?
Vaguely, is that... Wait. I think I'm thinking of the wrong game. Did that involve getting out of your car and running?
No.
Okay.
That was
What
Need
am I
for...
thinking of?
You're thinking of Need for
Oh, that
Speed
was
The
Need for
Run?
Speed The Run.
Yes.
Okay. Which one was the crew?
The Crew was the car MMO by Ubisoft that featured Troy Baker as Gordon Freeman, who was like the brother of a guy who runs this car gang, and of this guy who runs this car gang, I mean Travis Willingham.
Mm-hmm.
And then Travis Willingham gets murdered by like dirty cops, and so you have to infiltrate the gang that has been taken over by dirty cops as Troy Baker, Gordon Freeman. And yeah, it's not great. You have a sick hacker lady who's pretty cool looking, like a pretty neat design.
I'm sorry. Don't kill me, please.
And then it had the hilarious map of the United States that was the United States after like 100 years of global warming. Like I'm gonna actually hit the stop streaming button. Good night, everybody, and then find a map of the crew because it's hilarious. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.